I never saw that person, not a single time, and I was in the Oval Office every day, that was on that debate stage. I'm not a doctor. Aging happens quite quickly.
Are you finished?
If you never thought that, even if you're not a doctor, that something might be off, and you didn't know this, I would actually judge your skills to identify something that's different. Because if you didn't see that, how would you see the things that I see with one eye? That's like saying, hey man, you didn't change anything.
What the heck is that, man?
Remember this.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
You wouldn't believe that looking at the media today, though. They act like Trump is the worst, most evil person ever for deporting illegal alien criminals. Yet Obama, Bill Clinton, and other Democrats were all on board with this for years up until Trump, and they're on tape saying so.
Committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked, they're gone.
Wow.
Public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens.
We use phrases like undocumented workers. We convey a message to the American people that their government is not serious about combating illegal immigration.
Oh, really?
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked.
Are you sure?
We will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace.
I actually like the fact that Obama mentioned Republicans and Democrats. But the thing is, compared to Trump right now, Democrats are doing it way better. There is a very high possibility if you change these people's voices and just let them speak. Most young Democrat that doesn't know who they are, they would say, hey man, I'm listening to a Republican. I'm like, no, you're listening to a Democrat.
Oh my God!
And guess what? They deported more people than Trump.
This is your reminder that Obama deported 5.3 million people and Bill Clinton deported 12.3 million. They were fine with it then. Why the sudden change of heart?
I mean, it's kind of simple. The fact that so many people crossed the border illegally and the border was open and it was all about supporting them, and at the same time they mentioned people without an ID should be able to vote.
And that's how I became a Democrat.
Not even gonna lie to y'all, Walmart really making me not even want to be gay no more. We could just go ahead and skip Pride Month because...
If I have to be honest, homo is that. It's actually funny.
Came to fill out a protective order. I think it was in December. But I didn't show up to the court because his family washed my brain telling me that his dad was sick and not to do it. So I didn't do anything. But after that, it was I would call the police. I have a lot of police reports, and I kept trying to get to the door basement to try to open the door, and then he pushed me. So then when I was able to go outside to get a phone, I called 911 from a disconnected phone. Now they took a long time to get to the house. It was probably 20-30 minutes. So I saw a neighbor walking his dog, and I opened the door and I was like, help. And then when he heard me, he grabbed me from my hair and then he slapped me. And then the neighbor, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to react. I have pictures of the evidence, all the bruises, because even on Wednesday, he hit me around 3 in the morning. He would just wake up and hit me. And then last Saturday for my daughter's birthday party, before I went to my daughter's birthday party, he slapped me 3 times. And then last week I did call the police. My sister called the police because he hit me in front of my sister.
So that was first released, and this seems to be a leaked audio. And for the people that don't know, the guy on the left is the guy they supposedly arrested. They sent him back to Salvador, and the Democrats are trying to bring him back. And the person on the right is the wife.
And I know this is a sensitive question, but I have to ask it. You did take out a temporary order of protection against your husband in 2021. Were you in fear of your husband?
My husband is alive.
That's all I can say.
Okay, and you know, I'm not going to push on that apparently.
But the whole idea that people are pointing out, we are protecting a specific man to come back. Because supposedly there was no due process. And I'm like, there's no due process to enter. But generally, Democrats were all about protecting women. But when they need to protect their narrative, which is illegal, should be able to come in illegally without due process. But to get them out, we need due process. I find it wild because maybe you're bringing somebody to put her in that same situation. And I'm like, where is your goalpost?
At FDA, same thing as it relates to the planes that are falling out of the sky.
Right.
We need some real transparency and we need some honesty and we need to make sure that the American people are just as enraged as we all should be because this administration is truly trying to kill us, it feels like.
All right.
I really hope that she's not saying these are black pilots and Trump needs to be transparent why these planes are falling down. It's like you're blaming Trump because she keeps coming back with the wildest things to get attention, and I'm just more surprised that people defend her because the moment we call something out, oh, because she's black, I'm like, no.
Freak balls, right? What? Freak balls? Yeah, I get off. I got a warrant for your arrest. That's what affected your status, all right? So I'll explain everything to you.
F1 visa student. He was recently charged with 7 counts of child. Pled guilty on September 30th, 2024 to 1 count of child.
As of right now, I know where he's at, and we're gonna bring him in custody because he's removable because of the child.
Trump administration releases footage of ICE arresting a student who was in the United States on an F1 student visa who pleaded guilty to something very bad.
This should be a crime.
Our Republicans just voted, every single one of them, to allow Donald Trump to deport U.S. citizens.
That is a sitting United States congressman lying to your face because that's not possible. Because there is no law you could pass that would allow you to deport U.S. citizens. There's nothing Congress could do. There's nothing the House could do. There's nothing the Senate could do. There's nothing the President could do that would allow you to be deported as a U.S. citizen. Because our rights as a citizen are guaranteed by the Constitution. So, to be able to deport U.S. citizens, you would need to have a constitutional convention. You'd need 2/3 of everyone to be able to make that happen.
Well, I guess I needed a constitutional convention to remove my eye. So back in you go because you have human rights. Let's go.
It's not something that can be done through a law. It's not something that can be done through just a regular old vote. Members of Congress should not be allowed to lie to the American people. We need to pass a law that says that Congress people, when speaking before Congress, to the American people, or to the American media, are under oath anytime they do that and can be prosecuted for lying to the media, to Congress, or to the American people. How is this not a law already?
Well, you don't need a law if everybody believes a lie. It's very simple.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash purple skunk, criollo colombici jam jam, durloketa berdetta welcome.